Hi everyone, I'm Jeanette with Returning Home Yoga. Welcome. Namaste. Today's practice is a gentle heart-opening sequence that will be a little bit more earth-based. We will come into standing briefly. However, we'll be a little bit more grounding by staying closer to the earth. You may wish to have a blanket for the practice today, and you might also like to have a chair nearby. When we move into downward facing dog, I'm going to be showing an alternative using the chair. Having said that, if you do have a wall space nearby you, instead of using the chair, you can do the same type of modification using the wall. As we begin, you might like to use the blanket, or if you have a cushion nearby, yoga block, to prop up the sits bones. Just encouraging the pelvis to become slightly tilted forward. That helps create more ease in the low back and openness in through the hips. As you settle onto your mat today, taking a few moments to really feel how your buttocks, how your sits bones are landing into the surface they're supported on. And if it feels like they're a little bit imbalanced or you're tilted one side or the other, take the time to really ensure that you feel level and that there's comfort within that levelness. If your body's not comfortable sitting cross-legged, by all means, you can extend through the legs. You might try the butterfly bound angle shape. You might even sit on your heels. There's no right or wrong. It's really about creating comfort for you to be able to sit for a few minutes while we come to our breath awareness. So as the body becomes settled through the seat, begin to notice whether there's a roundedness to the back body. And if there is, see if it's possible to simply lengthen up through the back, the crown of the head rising up towards the sky. And as that alignment finds its positioning, notice the shoulders. We live in a society today where there's a lot of flexion in through the back and this roundedness through the shoulders. So it's really nice as we find our seat to create a little bit more space right up through the upper chest. And we can do that with an inhale, letting the shoulders rise to ears actually. Pause at the top of that inhale. As you exhale, roll the shoulders back and down. Just once. Feeling a spaciousness across the heart region, right in the center of the chest. Encourage the jawline to grow parallel to the ground. The eyes could close or focus upon a single breath. And we begin to tune in to the breath. Noticing its natural flow without the need to change it at this point. Breathing in and out through the nostrils. Begin to expand the breath into the body. Noticing where it's filling into. Noticing the path it takes as it leaves through the nostrils. Simply as you observe the breath deepening into the body, see if you can detect the areas where the breath isn't finding its way yet into. So for me, I'm noticing that there's a little bit of congestion, a little bit of heaviness in my upper chest region. And when I'm inhaling, it's like the breath is taking a detour around that area. So I'm simply observing that. I don't need to change it. I might have to cough or like I just did. And I come back again and again to the breath. And noticing for me, if this area of my body begins to become a little bit more available for the breath to find its way into. And we see now if we can consciously focus the breath down into the belly. Noticing if other areas are expanding along with the belly, or if other areas are expanding and the belly is not. And whatever you're observing is perfect. There's no right, wrong, good or bad. As the next cycle of breath completes, the body returns to breathing itself. An inhale sweeps the arms out and up. An exhale lands the hands at the heart. Do we open today's practice with the single sound of Om? If you're comfortable to join in, please by all means do so. If you're not, you'll simply have your exhale instead of the sound. Inhale. Namaste. And welcome once again. A reminder as we move through practice, it's really important for you to listen to your body at all times. And anything I offer is simply an offering. If it's not available in your body just yet or today, please know to come back to the starting position or simply to pause and to join in again when you're ready. Let's inhale. Arms find their way to the sky. As you exhale, allow the finger pads, thumb pads to connect. Inhale. As you exhale, interlace the fingers so it feels strange. Turn your palms upward. And as you exhale, create a space between your ears and shoulders, feeling your shoulder blades slide down and in towards the spine. Holding here 3 breaths. Each inhale, lengthen from outer hips, out of waist areas, right up to the palms of the hand. As you exhale, maintain any length that you've created within the inhale. 2 more rounds at your own rhythm. As you inhale, re-lengthen. As you exhale, bring your arms behind you. Inhale, slide shoulders to ears. Exhale, hug shoulder blades into midline. Interlace the fingers again so it feels strange. See if your palms can connect. Place your hands into the sacrum area of the body, right at the base of the spine. As you inhale, begin to lengthen up through the torso. As you exhale, pause here as you encourage shoulder blades even slightly closer. Inhale. Exhale, begin to fold forward, leading with your heart. As you exhale, encourage your arms to rise up off the back body, extending the hands up and away from you. Stay here, find your breath. Good. On your next inhale, lengthen and rise. As you exhale, arms release. Pausing to allow that opening through the front body to be integrated. Inhale, arms out and up. Exhaling, turning to your right. One hand lands onto the leg, the other behind you. Anchor through the back arm, close to the body it comes, lengthening through that inhale. As you exhale, hug your right shoulder a little closer to midline. Head can look behind you a degree that feels appropriate. Return attention to your breath. On your next inhale, look forward. As you exhale, release. Inhale, arms out and up. Exhale, turning. As that back arm comes quite close to the body, anchor it. Inhale, create space between each of your vertebrae. As you exhale, feel the left shoulder blade coming closer to spine. Head could look behind you. And you're still with breath. On your next inhale, look forward. As you exhale, release. Please notice the leg that you currently have crossed in front, extending. Give the legs a roll. Bending your knees, keeping the feet and legs together. You might come off your prop at this point. Inhale, lengthen and lift through the heart center region, that area right in the middle of the chest. As you exhale, legs stay touching. They go one direction. Head turns opposite. Inhale through center. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, opposite directions. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale through center. As you exhale, open the legs, recrossing so the other leg is in front. You might once again like to support through the pelvis. Inhale, arms forward and upward. As you exhale, create distance between ears and shoulders. Inhale. Exhale, finger and thumb pads connect. Noticing the energy that might be felt between the hands here. Inhale. As you exhale, interlace the fingers once again so it feels strange. Turn your palms upwards and re-lengthen through both sides of your body. Anchor through the sits bones, grow taller. As you exhale, stay grounded as you tilt over one direction. Anchor through the pelvis, both sides as equally as you can. Inhale up. Exhale, other side. Inhale. Exhale, lower one arm. Find your side body stretch. As you inhale, encourage the heart center to rise slightly. As you exhale, pause here, still anchoring through the pelvis. As you inhale, arm rises. Exhale, lower. Again, we take that pause as the body integrates the movement that was just created, that energetic flow. Inhale, forward and upward. Exhale, finger and thumb pads lightly touch as we create distance between ears and shoulders. Inhale. As you exhale, interlace the fingers so it feels more normal this time. Exhale, find length through the elbows and both sides of body. Anchoring, inhale. As you exhale, fold to one side. This time allow your elbows to bend. Try to stay anchored. I notice that my buttock cheek wants to pop up off the ground. So I have this really strong action that actually is originating in my core to maintain some sort of balance here. If this is too much, just go back to the extended arms or even lower one. Inhale, rise. Keep the elbows bent here. Exhale, other side. Notice when the arms are bent, there might be more of a tendency to want to totally flop over. So again, feel how your core engages in order to help maintain stability so that you don't topple. On the inhale, let's rise. As you exhale, lengthen through the arms again. Inhale. Exhale, lower the arm. As you inhale, subtle rolling of the heart skyward. Exhale, landing and opening through top side of body, yet also encouraging the lower side, the ones closest to the ground, that it does have some space there. Inhale, both arms come up. Exhale, other side. Inhale, just the one arm up. Exhale, lower. Good. And roll the shoulders. Inhale. As you exhale, take your arms behind you. Bend elbows, lift shoulders, hug shoulder blades towards midline. Re-interlace the fingers behind you once again so it feels odd. See if your palms can connect as the hands land into the sacrum. Inhale, open front body skyward. As you exhale, begin your fold. Arms lengthen. They can rise upwards a degree that's available in the shoulders at the moment. Stay here with your breath. Leading with your heart. Next inhale, lengthen and rise. Exhale, release. Okay. Let's come off the blanket. Once again, please extend your legs, giving them a roll. Seated windshield wipers. Widen your feet towards edges of mat. Inhale, lengthen and lift heart. Exhaling, legs to the one side, head to the other. Inhale through center. Exhale, other directions. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. As you exhale, come to one side. See if your foot can come somewhat close to your back leg. And if this really doesn't work for you, feel free to extend that leg out. If you need to support under the bent leg, excuse me, feel free to use a blanket. And if you feel that your pelvis is really quite crooked, then prop up your sits bones, your buttocks fully onto the blanket. Resting your hands onto the front leg, we move into seated dolphin. Inhale, lengthen through the torso. Exhale, fold from the hips, flat back. Bring the chin in. Inhale, rounding up. Opening the heart skyward. Exhale, leading forward. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. This time, as you exhale, place hands onto the ground. Let your torso land onto that leg, thigh. You can rest onto forearm. If that's not available, feel free to return to your hands. If forearms is available, then feel free to extend your arms right out in front of you, letting your forehead rest. You might prefer to stack your fists and let your forehead rest on them. Return to your breath. Placing hands under the shoulders. As you inhale, lengthen and rise. As you exhale, pause. Bringing the legs back through center. Create that little windshield wiper action. Widen your feet back to the edges of mat. Inhale. Exhale, legs over to the side that you did not just hold on. Inhale through center. Exhale, other directions. Head and legs opposite. Inhale. Exhale over to the side that you haven't settled into. Foot comes relatively close to the back leg if possible. Again, options, you might lengthen through that leg. You might prop up through the sits bones. You might support leg with blanket, book, block, whatever you have. Placing your hands onto the leg, or if your hands don't reach easily, or just feels more comfortable for your hands to be on either side of the leg, by all means choose that. I have pretty short arms, so for me it's more comfy to have them on my leg. Let's inhale, grow long. Exhale, fold from the hips, flat back. Chin comes in, inhale, rounding up. Exhale, rolling shoulders back and down. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Lead with the heart, roll the shoulders. Folding forward to earth. Inhale. This time, as you exhale, folding, place hands, forearms onto the ground as torso finds that bent leg. And as you settle here, come to your breath. Maybe on an exhale, you extend through the arms. Maybe your body prefers you to come so you're more upward. Wherever you find yourself, please return to the breath. Placing hands under the shoulders, anchoring into them. Inhale, lengthen and rise. As you exhale, roll the shoulders back and down. We pause for the integration. Bringing your legs back through center, creating that windshield wiper action. From here, finding your sits bones, removing muscle and flesh from them. Hands come under the knees for seated cat-cow. This is always an amazing option to come to if cat-cow off the hands and knees is unavailable due to sore knees or some other reason, wrist issues, that makes the more traditional version of your cat-cow unavailable. As you inhale, lengthen. Exhale, rounding. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Good. As you inhale, arms rise this time. Exhale, flex at your ankles, bring belly to torso, wrap first two fingers around big toes. As you inhale, lengthen front body. As you exhale, see if you could straighten your legs a little or a lot, yet maintaining this length through the back body as you fall. So really paying attention to when the body decides to round and encouraging flatness. And if that means you need to keep your knees bent, then please work with that for now. Inhale, lengthening. As you exhale, maybe your legs straighten a little further. Maybe they're better to stay where they were. Next inhale, lengthen. As you exhale, straightening fully. Yet placing your hands either on the legs or onto the ground, somewhere where again you can maintain this flat torso. Stay for 3 breaths. On your next inhale, let's lengthen and rise. Exhale, roll the shoulders. So we do find our way into table pose for downward facing dog. Now I will show the option momentarily for your downward facing dog. Hands come under the shoulders, fingers are spread wide, knees are below hips. As you inhale, simply create a length through the front of the spine. And as you exhale, create distance between shoulders. Inhale. As you exhale, curl the toes, lift your knees just a little, look forward. Inhale. Exhale, reach the buttocks to the sky. Encourage your legs to lengthen, maintaining that length through the back body. Now for those that are going to stay here, please stay to whatever feels appropriate for your body. When you're ready to come out, simply come to the knees. And on an exhale, rest into your child's pose. For those that are looking for the option for downward facing dog. You can get your chair, place it onto the mat, or if you're using the wall, then go ahead and place yourself there. I'm actually going to turn this way. So you simply place your hands onto the edge of the chair and you walk your body away from it until you feel your ankles, your feet coming below your hips, encouraging your arms to lengthen and your ears to come somewhat level with your upper arms, if that's available, of course. As you stay here, your gaze might come more forward. The breath returns. We utilize the power of the breath to create openness into the areas of body that are currently tight, closed. From here, from your chair pose, bend your knees, walk your feet forward, flat back, coming back up. And pausing as the exhale rolls the shoulders back and down. Okay, now I'm just going to show, if you were using the wall, using the chair this way kind of gives the impression of a wall just because of the shape of it. Instead of having your hands more flat, you would simply place your hands onto the wall, resisting the urge to put a lot of pushing action into the wall. Really important that the hands are just there to support as opposed to be pushing. So we're moving your chair if it's there. For those that are still in child's pose, we are going to meet you there. We'll pause here for 3 breaths. Placing your hands under the shoulders, inhale, coming up. Exhaling, rolling the shoulders out. Let's come back into table pose. We're just going to lower onto the belly, so you can either just come through forearms, extend the legs and lower, or feel free to come into a half plank position or a full plank. Bring your shoulders above your fingers, lower the knees as needed, and lower down with the arms close to body. And eventually belly lands. Make a pillow with the hands. Let the forehead rest on them. As you inhale, lengthen and lift your right leg. As you exhale, extend the leg out of the hip joint. Inhale, exhale, lower. Inhale, lengthen and lift left. As you exhale, extend. Inhale, exhale, lower. Other side, inhale, lengthen and lift. Exhale, extend. Inhale, exhale, lower. Inhale, lengthen and lift, other. Exhale, extend. Inhale, exhale, lower. Inhale, lengthen and lift. Exhale, extend, hold, breathe. See if you can stay anchored through the left side of your body or the opposite side to the leg that's lifted. Seeing if you can maintain this balance of both hip bones Staying equally grounded. Inhale. Exhale, lower. Other side. Inhale, lengthen and lift. Exhale, extend. Hold. Breathe. Attention resting into the pelvis to maintain that equal grounding of the front hip bones, the ASIS bones. And on your next exhale, lower. Pause, integrating. Placing your hands under your shoulders. As you inhale, let's come through baby cobra, through table. As you exhale, find your downward facing dog, either using the chair, the wall, or right here on your mat. If you are on your mat, I'd like you to anchor down through the base of your fingers and thumbs. If you're not sure where that is, take a quick look. It's this right under here, these edges of the palms. Fingers are spread wide. And you're encouraging more and more length to come out of your wrist joints, up through the arms, through the armpits, through sides of body, all the way to the hips. Encourage your neck to relax. And on your inhale, let's return through table, lowering onto the belly. Or, again, if you prefer, you can find your plank. And on an exhale, lowering with arms hugging in. Once you've lowered, reconnect forehead to palms. Take a few moments. We bend through the right knee. Hand reaches to ankle. And if you can't reach your ankle, you have a yoga tie, yoga strap nearby, or a towel, feel free to reach for it and to place it round. Forehead could stay on the arm as the breath continues consciously. And at some point, you might explore sliding that front arm in, lifting up through the torso, reconnecting to the breath. Now, Ardha Dhanurasana, half boat pose, or bow pose, I should say, B-O-W. On the exhale, slowly release. Noticing if one side of the body feels different to the other. Switching sides. Again, if you can't reach for the ankle, using a towel or a tie. And starting with the head supported, just allowing the body to experience the initial sensation that might be surfacing. And from here, when you're ready, anchoring through that front arm, inhaling, rising. Again, to a degree that feels appropriate. And you might not lift at all today, and that's okay. On the next exhale, releasing. From here, you might stay, just resting. You might go back to one leg, the one that was tighter, or moving into the full bow pose. See if you can reach both ankles. Knees coming somewhat in line with hips eventually. And simply beginning to press ankles into hands. Coming to a stronger breath. And allowing your breath to begin the lift into this back bend. Noticing how the breath gradually lifts you into it. At any time, lower to the ground, especially if your breath becomes rough or uneven. It's your body's cue to let you come out or to guide you out. As you're ready on an exhale, slowly release. Let your head turn one direction. And allow any sigh, any yawn, anything at all that the body needs to release, allow it to. And we take one honeybee breath, one Brahmari. We take a deep inhale, making the sound. Turning the head the other direction. Deep inhale for the sound of the honeybee. Placing chin or forehead on the ground. Hands find their way under the shoulders. Inhale, lengthen and rise. Coming through table and either taking your child's pose or taking a downward facing dog first. Whatever you choose is perfect. If you've chosen your down dog, find the variation that's appropriate and really encourage more and more length through the back body. From there, on the inhale, come to table. And as you exhale, rest. Arms could slide alongside you, palms up. Arms could stay forward. You might stack fists and let the forehead rest on them. Just doing what you can do always. If there's knee issues here and it's not available, come onto your back and hug your knees into your chest. Placing the hands under the shoulders. Inhale, lengthen. Coming into hands and knees, curling the toes. Inhale, lifting. Walking your feet forward, bending your knees, and encouraging your spine to grow flat as the hands come to the shins. As you inhale, lengthen through the front of your torso. As you exhale, begin to straighten your legs, coming into a half forward fold. Now, if you have osteoporosis, this is where you'll stay. Or if you have glaucoma or any other reason why your head shouldn't be below your heart. And if you do have any of those, When you take your down dog, please do use the chair or the wall. Inhale. Exhale, folding, if body allows. Neck could relax. Hands could find the elbows here as we fully let go. From here on the inhale, lengthen. Exhale, draw the shoulders back, bend your knees, bring your arms alongside you. Inhale, find a chair pose. Sits bones reaching out behind you as the torso rises upwards. Anchor through the feet, inhale, rise. Exhale. Rolling the shoulders. We take one balance pose today, eagle. Inhale, arms out and up. Exhale, shoulder height. Inhale, lift your heart. As you exhale, give yourself a big hug. Right arm coming to the top. See if you can stack your elbows. Twist tie your arms. If that's not available, simply keep your hands at the shoulders. Eagle hug. Inhale. As you exhale, bend the knees. Feel the low belly engage. As ready, your left leg crosses over so that the thighs connect. And you might have your toes touching the ground. You might just have your leg bent and it doesn't cross. That's fine. If it's available, you could actually twist tie your lower legs. Stay with breath. Maintain a focal point that doesn't move. And on your next exhale, release. Reconnect into the feet, anchoring. Inhale. Exhale, shoulder height. Inhale, open heart to sky. Exhale, a big hug. Left arm to the top this time. See if your elbows will stack. Lower arms twist tie and palms connect in some way, shape, or form, or not at all. Inhale, grow tall. Exhale, bend the knees. Reach the buttocks out back, just like you did in your chair pose a few minutes ago. Find your focal point, and as you're ready, your right leg crosses over. Thighs hug into each other, and feel free to twist tie lower legs. And return to the breath. Encourage the jaw to let go. You might run the tongue along teeth and gums or just move your mouth about. And on an exhale, slowly release. Inhale. Exhale, bring your arms behind you. Bend your elbows, lift shoulders to ears, just like we did earlier. Hug shoulder blades into midline, interlace fingers so it feels strange. And see if you can anchor your hands into that sacrum region. Pressing through the feet, inhale, lift through the heart. Exhale, fold from the hips, flat back. Again, find the position that is most appropriate for you. Arms rise up over the head, the neck releases.
And we begin to reach the backs of the hands to upwards. As you inhale, lengthen, rise, lead with your heart.
As you exhale, release. Pausing here as the body absorbs new prana, new life into the tissues. From here, we lower onto the ground. If you have knee issues or just like to find your way onto your buttocks different from how is cued, please do so. Inhale. Exhale, bend the knees, reach the buttocks behind you. Feel your low belly engage. And seeing if you can land onto the buttocks with some sort of grace or control. If not, that's fine. Scooching forward, we'll come onto the back body. Inhale, grow long. As you exhale, begin to lower vertebra by vertebra. Now you might have your legs a little straighter, they might be quite bent, you might use your arms, you might not. You might support your head with a hand. However you lower is perfect. Once lowered, find the back body to be straight. Lengthen through the neck. Draw the knees in, wrap arms around legs, and a little side-to-side massage. From there, place both feet on the ground. Right ankle comes to land onto the left thigh, just above the knee area. On an exhale, legs lift. Bring your right hand through the hole that the legs create. See if your hands can reach around the thigh. If they reach that easily, you might choose hands to the shin. If you can't reach at all and you have that yoga tie, yoga strap handy, you just wrap it around and hang on to it. And if your head is tilted or your neck is arched, something like this, then please use a hand, place a blanket, book, something under your head so your neck has the opportunity to become straighter. Ensure that your ankle is flexed here, the one that's crossed to the thigh. And on an exhale, you could encourage that bent right leg away from the body. On your next exhale, slowly release. And again, taking the time to integrate. Other side, ankle above knee. On the exhale, legs lift, hands wrap around the right thigh. If you chose the shin last time and that's available here, by all means, return there. Flexing at the ankle joint, that left side. And beginning to encourage space around the heart center. On your next exhale, releasing. Straightening through legs. And giving a roll. We move into Shavasana, relaxation. Arms positioned away from the body a distance that feels appropriate, palms up. Fingers curling in, first fingers and thumbs lightly touching. And if you have discomfort in your back when you lay like this, you can use the blanket, a bolster, a cushion, something under the knees to alleviate. If that's not available, feel free to have your knees bent, touching, and the feet away from each other. As you continue to land more of the back body into the support under it, let's take a deep inhale. Big sigh. Making any further adjustments for comfort. Resting attention into the abdomen. 3 long, slow inhalations. Longer, slower exhalations. Continuing at your own rhythm. Taking this time for deep rest, settling into the deeper layers within the body. And of course, giving the body opportunity to integrate practice. Resting here, knowing that I will call you back when the time is ready. as the sound of the singing bowl reaches you. Resist the urge to move immediately. Instead, simply notice the feel of the body resting, the feel of the breath ebbing and flowing. As you're ready, breath does deepen. Fingers, thumbs, toes begin to shift and move. The wrists and ankles join in. You might roll your legs towards each other, away from each other. You might roll your arms along the ground. Maybe on an exhale, your head turns one direction. And the inhale brings it through center. And the exhale, other direction. Inhale, head back to center. As you exhale, pause. Bend your knees, hug them into chest. And creating movement. Maybe side to side. Maybe hands on the knees for a sacrum circle, each direction. Eventually one arm comes over the head. Body rolls to that side. Luxuriating in this beingness, non-doingness for a few more moments. And the exhale with helping hands, please guide body to seated. Taking a few moments to simply observe the inner body, the internal world. Following the path of the breath. Perhaps it moves into new space. An inhale sweeps arms out and up. Gentle sigh, hands find the heart. We close practice today with the single Om and 3 Shantis. Again, if you're comfortable to join in, please do so. Deep inhale. Om. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Om, peace, peace, peace. May you be filled with peace. May this peace be shared from you with others. May our practice of yoga today continue to bring peace into our own personal world into the city you live in, and onto the planet. Namaste. I thank you for joining me for practice today. If you haven't done so already, please hit the subscribe button, turn on notifications, and even leave me a comment below. I'd love to receive your feedback and suggestions for future videos. From my heart to yours, Namaste. See you next time.